everyone, so this was dinner last night. It's brown sugar spice rubbed chicken with roasted root vegetables. Very delicious. Yes, I know I need to work on my chopping skills. Tuck the fingers, tuck the fingers. I will probably lose one eventually if I do not work on that. So yeah, 2 carrots, actually. Yeah, it's 2. 3 turnips. And I was just using what I had in my fridge. I would have loved to have had like celery and a bunch of other vegetables, but this is just stuff I had in my fridge. But they actually turned out amazing, so yay! More horrible chopping. Mise en place is like the most tedious part of cooking. So you want to chop them to about 1 inch. And you want to chop everything to about 1 inch so that it all cooks evenly. And then I have 2 large red potatoes that I had scrubbed, and I am now chopping. Sorry, this is my first voiceover. It's a little intimidating. Yep, they go in the pot, everything goes on the bottom. Chop, 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 we're chopping. And I prefer red potatoes to russets because I think they hold their shape better. But if all you have is russets, then go for it. And now I'm chopping 1 large yellow onion. I like yellow onions over reds or whites. I typically only buy yellow onions because they're so versatile and they're a lot cheaper, and they go so well when they're fried or baked. Alright, so just go ahead and give them a rough chop, toss them in the pot. Pretty simple. And so delicious. I actually really love roasted onions. And then we clear up our workspace. And now we're going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, finely minced, as well as 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 teaspoon of salt sprinkled over top. And then you add a ½ teaspoon of black pepper. And then you're going to want to give it a toss. And a fine point about the garlic, you can actually pre-mince it and store it in the fridge with some olive oil. And then you've got it all ready to go. Alright, so now we've got our spice mixture. This is my go-to spice mixture for a lot of things. It works well with pork chops, chicken, tenderloins, game meat. Just, it's very versatile and it's really flavorful, especially when you smoke it. Okay, so go ahead and give it a toss and make sure it's really well, oops, there was a stub. I make my own spice mixtures. So yeah, make sure it's really well incorporated and clean up your workspace. And here is the chicken. So you're gonna wanna tuck the wings underneath as well as truss the legs. But I do that a little bit later on to make sure that I get spice mixture inside the crevices between the legs and the body. So give it a rub. And I apologize for the poor quality of this next clip. I have no idea what's going on with the camera. You really need to make sure that you pat the chicken dry first because then the rub mixture will not stick. Alrighty, so then we have the vegetables back. And we're gonna go ahead and place it on a rack inside. That way the bottom doesn't get soggy. And clean up the workspace. Put the lid on. And then we're gonna go ahead and bake it at 350 for 1 hour and then uncover it and bake it for an additional 20 minutes. And voila, dinner is served. It's delicious.